Hello, hello. My name is Athena Sai, and there is just so much that is wanting to be expressed from me. Um, but the words sometimes are difficult to, it's like I can't quite anchor it all into my being at this time. I just feel there's so much information coming through. And lately, I've been really working with the Hathor energy, the great grandmother of civilization. And her energy has been so prevalent in my life. And I feel like she's really coming into the world again to be basically to remind us all the layers of consciousness that we're moving through as a civilization. Um, And so there is these aspects, right, that we all go through in our life and that we'll go through in cycles. But right now the world is in this shadow period. We're kind of in the tower card moment, right? Going into that death card where it's like we're getting reminded to let it go, to fall into the unknown, to expand, to let the old ways die and to step into the new ways. And I know, this is something that I speak about a lot, um, but it's not leaving anytime soon. This energy is still upon us, and we're being asked to move through the shadows. And so, if we think about the aspects of the Great Mother, right? If we think about that feminine aspect, there is a shadow period, right? And some will call it the Maya period, and this is literally when we are in our fear. Our fear is being brought forward. We are seeking outside of ourselves for answers. We are allowing our ego to take the front seat and drive us, right, where we're letting our fears and our worries and our doubts um, overrule our true soul and our true heart. And it's not, I want to make sure to stress, it's not about versus ego versus soul. Like, it's finding balance and unity within. It's just like the divine masculine, divine feminine. It's not versus, it's combining, it's creating and making it a unified one. Just like the yin and the yang symbol, it's not black or white, it's together, it creates harmony and balance. And it's so important for us to start to navigate that within ourselves and start to be consciously aware of what's happening in the world, but also understanding that we are a part of it, but yet we're not. It's like we can become the witness of it, and we can start to take our power back by coming back to our hearts, by coming back to our souls, by coming back to what our truth is. And so we're navigating through this shadowy period. And the next aspect of that great grandmother would be it's like the process of embodiment. It's in process of the Shakti, right? So we moved from that Maya, that shadowy space, and then we start to move into the practices that get our consciousness to start to expand even more, right? And so with that, it's doing our spiritual practices, the yoga, being in nature, eating healthy, drinking your water, using, amazing tools like essential oils or herbs or whatever that is to you, like using all of your tools, breath work, meditation, energy healing, learning and reading, and surrounding yourself with positive role models and positive ways to help you navigate, right? And I'm not saying to like forget about the shadows, because they still come up, it's part of who we are, but it's really taking our power back and understanding that we are sovereign in who we are, but we have to acknowledge that, we have to remember that, and start to heal all the layers from our past lives, um and really start to embody our devotion to self, our devotion to the Shakti, right? Our devotion to the essence of source. right? Understanding that we are divine beings of light. And so coming back to our divinity, right? Coming back to that and understanding that that light is within us all. And it's so, so beautiful. And then the third phase is the nurturing phase. It's the great mother phase. It's literally with all of the tools and everything that you're calling in, all the things that you're manifesting, and all that beauty that you're bringing into your life by acknowledging your shadows, by doing the embodiment practices. This is where you start to be able to share that with other people. This is like the great service to the world. This is the great service to humanity. This is nurturing people with the tools that you've learned. This is stepping into embodied leadership. This is stepping into whatever that looks like to you, how you can best serve humanity. Like, this is a pathway that we are on. And so many of us have signed up before we even got to this specific life, has signed up to do this. And I know the more I tune in, this is my calling. This is my calling to share my heart and to share from my experiences and to be raw and real and vulnerable and like literally Saturday morning. This is me right now, right? Like Saturday morning. Um, and sharing through my experiences and sharing through all of the learnings and teachings and the wisdom that I'm finding within myself, but also everything that I've learned up to this point, and starting to share that and be of greater service to humanity. And I feel like so many of us are starting to kind of get that little nudge, like we're ready for the next step. We're ready to start sharing more. We're ready to start, you know, being seen in who we are and our vulnerability and our power, right? It's like both. And that can still be scary. Sometimes we don't want to speak. There's, you know, the fear of judgment. There's the fear of being ridiculed. There is a lot that comes up with being a leader, but I feel like there's so many of us that are being reminded of that and to step into that in whatever way that looks like to you. So I pulled some cards and I'm going to share those with the collective today as well. This is kind of for September. This is the month of September. And this is the energy that's coming forward. And so this is my the deck Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. She has some amazing art. Oh my gosh, her artwork is incredible. So the first one that we got is Shine Your Light, and it's card number 44. And this is literally us. This is us, no matter what's happening in the external world, no matter how scared we are, or the doubt that we may be feeling, or the uncertainty, that we still have this light within us. We still have that divine spark within us. And this card is asking us to find our way of sharing that, to allow the energy to completely and fully be expressed. I mean, look how beautiful she is. She's in her power. She's like got this mermaid vibe, right? This is us shining our light more brightly than ever before. And it also feels like there's clarity. It feels like there's been a lot happening, especially since like Lionsgate energy, like May moving into June, July, August, right? Like all of that's kind of been building up, but this is really feeling like we're getting some more clarity on how we can shine our light best. So don't hesitate to reach out to your guides, to your guidance, to your soul, to God, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you call forward to help you, to really, really step into that and ask for the assistance and ask the questions so you can get more clarity, right? And I feel like it's going to start opening up. They're showing me like this, they're showing me this crystal pathway, like we're walking on this crystal pathway. There's all these lush trees all around and these beautiful flowers, huge flowers. And we're walking on this like clear crystal pathway, and it's like you can see yourself. It's like a reflective crystal, like a mirror, and you can see yourself as you're walking. And as you look down at this, it's like your answers are coming straight up from the earth. Okay, so with that, it feels like connecting more deeply with the earth, connecting more deeply with nature, taking that reflective time to look at yourself and in the mirror, right? In the mirror and seeing what your truth really is, going through the shadows as they arise, really honoring yourself and understanding that you are whole and total right now in this moment. Okay. And so I feel like that energy is coming up through all of the earth, all the way up. It's like I feel all these Lemurian and Hathor kind of energies around us. Very beautiful beings of light that are surrounding us all. And their hearts are open, their hands are stretched out in that compassionate mudra. And they're just sending so much love to us all in this moment. Just taking a breath here and feeling their energy as they're gathering around us. And you may be able to sense them or see them. Just know and understand that this is occurring now and that they're sending a healing transmission through to you at this moment. Siria sono aya la nia sono aya si chia so aya karia sia so aya la moya karia si chia so ala aya karia si chia so amoya karia la hia so ai moya chia so la aya koria si chia si amoya isa la koria si amo alia na karia si sono aya la moya Alianu chia sumu aia koria si chia sa. Guys, so just feeling that beautiful energy coming into the body now. Sola mia koria si chia sunu ala muaya aya sia sunu aya karia si chia suaya aya la muaya koria si chia suaya. Isa Kwariasa, Isa Kwarialana Siasu, Isa Kwarialasia nu Aya Kariasi Chiasa, Aliana Amoya Aya Sanganu Kwariasi. Right. And so with that, the next card that we're bringing forward is the Mount Shasta card, which I had the opportunity to go in May to visit this sacred space. And let me tell you, the energy that came off this, it literally took me like 5 days to integrate. Like after I left this mountain, I couldn't even put into words what I was feeling and everything that I transmuted while I was at that mountain. It was intense. So what I'm hearing too is just me reminding people, maybe some that watch this aren't familiar, but Mount Shasta has these different layers of densities or dimensions or whatever you want to call them. And they're like, there's these different portal ways to enter and access the ancient cities of the inner earth. And one of those cities is Telos. It's a very strong Lemurian place, but there's also a lot of other beings there as well. So it's just reminding us of our roots. It's reminding us, Mount Shasta, also known as the root chakra of the planet. So it's asking us to tune into our own personal root chakra to continue to build that solid foundation by doing the inner work that we need to do, by healing our inner child, by working within our own physical strength and our vitality, with healing wounds from the past. All of that resides in, and they're even saying healing the money stories as well. So the money stories, the lack mentality, really starting to heal those, I think is going to be very prevalent in September. It's almost like you've done a lot of work and now you're ready for this next step. You're ready for this next phase in your journey. So continue to connect to the ancients, continue to connect to your root chakra, continue to travel and meditate and the things that you need to do to really be present in your body, and know that there's this beautiful energy that we're all connected to, that we can tune into by going within and finding that meditative state. And then we move into the Manifesta card, and this is us manifesting. This is literally we're shining, we're figuring out how to shine our light. We're stepping into our So this one here is the manifesta card. So this is all about us manifesting what it is that we desire. So again, we're moving through like figuring out, we do hold this light inside and it wants to come out. There's so many of us that are feeling that, and we're like, how do we lead best? How do we help people? What can we do to serve humanity, right? And this is coming into that Mount Shasta, which is all about, connecting to our ancient past, connecting to the wisdom of that, right? And if you think about Lemuria and that timeline, that was very like utopian. That was very mother-based, earth mother-based. That was matriarchal societies. That was beauty and love and bliss and passion and peace and harmony, like all of those frequencies, right? And we're being asked to bring those frequencies into this present moment, and we're being asked to manifest what it is that we desire. What is it that you truly desire right now? What is it that you are seeking, right? And know that it's already within you, and you just have to put it into practice. You have to put it into practice. So this is us becoming the devotional prayer. This is us using all of our tools, right? As we move from that Maya kind of lower root chakra fear, maybe based mentality, into more of the Shakti essence, which is us embodying it, embodying our divinity. And so she's reminding us to do that. She's reminding us to, I'm not one to say that affirmations change your life. I'm one to say that affirmations can change your life when you do the inner work, right? Like we have to have that balance. We got to dig inward as well. But this is coming and saying that, yes, we have the power to change. We have the power to shift. We have the power to grow. We have the power to evolve. We have the power of anchoring the goddess energy back into this planet and to acknowledge her in all of her shapes and forms, right? The darkness, the embodiment, the nurturing mother, all of that is available to us. And it's honoring that instead of hiding from it and putting it down. It's stepping into your power as a human being who can manifest their life. You're here to create. You're here to grow. You are here to share your love. Okay. And then the final card that I got is the sound of the universe. And look at that. It's just so beautiful. We carry the universal frequency within us. It's within our DNA. Our voices are powerful. The sounds are so powerful. Everything is vibration. Everything is sound. And this is returning to that understanding that you are a multidimensional being in this universe. And you play a vital role in this great awakening that's occurring. You are a child of the universe. The sound is here for you to tune into, to find your soul signature of sound, to chant, to harmonize with the planet, to go in nature and just hear it. Use your senses, feel and sense and hear and know and respond to the energy that's around you in a beautiful way. It's available to us. So don't be afraid to use your voice in whatever way that looks like. Okay. And I just feel like this is going to be a really powerful month. There's going to be some big breakthroughs. There's going to be some more clarity. There's going to be this aha moment. It feels like towards that full moon almost. There's going to be this aha moment that the doors open and we have the opportunity to walk through it. But it's our choice. And with the opening of that doorway, we're saying yes to our divinity. We're saying yes to our life. We're saying yes to who we want to be, who we know deep down inside we already are. It's just about birthing that version of yourself into existence. And it takes work. Yes, it does. It takes work. It takes devotion. It takes choosing yourself. It takes choosing your healing. It takes reclaiming your voice and your power, right? And through that, we become a heart-centered being. We become those leaders to make the changes necessary for our planet's growth. We are creating this now. And so I just ask you, as I'm finishing up here, what do you want to see in the world? What are your biggest desires? What lights you up? What turns you on? What makes you feel expansive? And bring that into your reality. Bring it into your reality. Soroaya sia moya karia sichia so aya alano aya sono chia sia la moya kariasi sono aya la moya kariasi chia so ala no aya karia sola moya si chia so apala aya kariasi alani ono aya lani koriasi ala. And I just see all these beautiful beings of light that are standing all around us right now. Again, their hands are out, their hearts are open, they're just continuously um, sharing love and insight and information for us. And it's up to us to choose if we want to accept that or not. But they are here. We are not alone. There are so many beautiful beings of light who are doing this work with us. There's our multidimensional selves. There's our future selves are here. Our higher selves are here guiding us forward. And it's up to us to choose to receive that light, to choose to receive that love, right? Knowing that we're worthy of it, knowing that we are worthy of our own love. Aliano aya sumia sia lana koriasia, sono aya monea lana koriasitia so aya. Just take another breath here. Place your hands on your heart. And if it feels good, repeating after me. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. Thank you.